Hello everybody, it's Tuesday and it's 1 o'clock and Kona wants to say hello. Right, Kona? Check this out. It's a little cool here in Florida today, so the kiddos, they've been running in and out. They've been snuggled down because they had a happy Thanksgiving with lots of outdoor time, walking time, running time. You did your first 5K race, didn't you? And you barked most of the way, but made lots of new friends. So check this out. He's got his little shirt on. He's finally grown into it. My gosh, these little guys are 10 months old. When I made these, they're extra small. They just sort of swam all over in them. That was just pretty darn funny, wasn't it, buddy? Huh? It was pretty funny. Yeah, you want to get down and let your brother get up and say hello? Let's get the next one. Come here. They're asleep. Him and his sister are asleep in the bed. Come here. And we got here's Teddy. Teddy's got his little shirt on too with his see the little teddy bear? Yeah, I remember when these shirts wouldn't fit, but now they do. So the guys, it's a little cool this morning, so they can have their little shirts on. Look, button down, just like little men. Little men. Then, of course, we got little Miss, Huggy Bear. Let's get you up here. They were sound asleep. She's got a special one on. We took a little, was it a t-shirt or whoops? Yeah, it was a baby t-shirt. Put a little ruffle on the bottom and made her part of the Iron Man support crew, huh? Made you a little dress. So everybody had a fun time. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving and lots of fun too. We did a 5K together. We pushed them in their little air buggy and everybody, of course, loved them. So they made lots of new friends, didn't you? Okay, I will let you lay back down because I know that's where you really want to be. Okay, so anyway, just thought I would let them pop on. What I'm going to share with you today, I've got a couple quilting tips because remember Tuesday's quilt. If you guys are working on quilts, you know I've talked to you about starting with panels, starting with strips, starting all kinds of different ways. We have our snippet class month 4 today at 2. I am still looking to see the interest in a new monthly quilt block using Stitcher's Garden. That's what it's called, Stitcher's Garden, using a different foot, most of which you probably already have with your machine because most of them come with them, but learning different techniques. There's fringe and there's buttons and there's piping and zigzag and pre-quilting and all of those things. And I think maybe tomorrow, I don't know, I hate to go away from the screen, but I may have the quilt here handy. And of course it could be made in all different colors. Some of you may have started and not finished. So that's what I'm looking for. If you can comments here would be really helpful, helping me to decide if that's what we're going to be doing starting next year. Let me make sure I don't have any sound going on here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, sometimes it pops up here and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, while we're waiting on that, I do want to talk to you just a little bit about about quilting and quilting tips. So one is when you get your fabric, should I pre-shrink it? If you're buying good quality fabric, should I pre-wash it or should I see if the colors are going to bleed? Well, you can. But if you do, you want to make sure you wash and pre-shrink all of the fabric that you're going to be using in your quilt. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have to starch it, spray starch it, and press it once you get it out. So I normally do not do any of it. And I just make sure if I'm using darker colors that I just make sure I buy good, good quality. The ones that we find that bleed the most are some of the stuff you get from the box stores. Just saying, those fabrics work great for little projects that you're not going to make last forever or for a really long time, but you want to put your time, energy, and money into, a beautiful quilt. Get the best the best fabric you can, and the best thread. So what you're going to do, whether you pre-shrink it or not, press it. I used to stand and press all my fabrics because I just like to press them. But I want to show you what's called a cleansing cut. Okay, so we're over here at the table, and you'll get your fabric. Now I just have a small piece here. I grabbed one that's actually very uneven. You can see it's the end of something, but normally I would take and press it. Okay, so I would get my my iron and press, matching my ends up. Okay, and just give it a press. And I would usually use my ironing board or my big iron. This is more for my projects, but that's okay, it still works. Then you can see how uneven this is. So if you're going to cut what we call a cleansing cut, it doesn't matter which way you fold it. You want to have, you've got your ends, the top even, your fold even, then you can lay them down, and you'll notice even when you buy most of your fabrics, they do not match on the sides. You don't want to take that and try to match it, because then your bottom may not be even. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you lay it down on your cutting table, your folds, see I've got the fold up here at the top, that's nice and even. And you can cut it in one long piece. Again, I'm in a smaller space, so I'm just going to fold it. So I've got even at the top, even at the bottom. My sides are not even. So what we call a cleansing cut is where you take the bottoms even, and you take your ruler and lay it down. You want to make sure that you've got it, straight. You can line it up with one of the lines on your cutting mat. That's what I normally do, is I'll pull it over and then line it up. So I've got it lined up. I've got this one lined up here, so I'm going to be cutting across, and cleansing cut. Throw this away. So now that means that all the rest of my fabric, I've got it straight. Can adjust this if I want to. I've got it across the line at the bottom, up the line on the side. So that ensures that I'm going to get some nice straight cuts when I go to cut my strips. Now on this particular one, it's going to be whatever you want, but since I tend to use mine over and over again, I'm going to cut a 2.5 inch strip. So I'm going to have some extra on the other side. Now you'll also notice when I lay my ruler down, my pinky finger, or what is back behind. This handle is here to make it easier for me to maneuver the ruler, but I'm not holding on to that. I'm putting a little bit of pressure and putting a finger, 2 fingers, whatever you need, off the back onto the table. That will keep my ruler from sliding, kicking out as I cut. So now I have this nice 2.5 inch strip. Okay, and if I were using that for my binding, 2.5 inch strip is great for binding. It's great for a jelly roll. It's great for a lot of things. It's a nice size, to be used for blocks and applique. So I went ahead and cut that. I can fold it up, put it off to the side, and be able to use it. I save all my 2.5 inch strips. Then remember, you can sew them together and make fun, funky quilts. But I just wanted to show that to you. It's called a cleansing cut. You don't have to do it on both sides. You lay it down, line it up, so that I'll use the line on my table that the shortest one I make sure is going to be, you know, on the line, so it's going to get cut. And then it's just cleaning up the edge before you start cutting the rest of your fabrics. So that may have been kind of short, but I did want to share that with you. And let's see, a couple other little hints on when you're doing your quilting and your piecing is you want to try to use the same machine with the same settings, with the same needle, the same thread throughout the quilt. Any of those things can change it up. Use a larger needle, makes larger holes. Use a thicker thread. It can make a difference in your 1/4 inch seams. If you've got your machine adjusted for a 1/4 inch foot, it makes a difference with 2 different people. Because it can just be a little bit different. So I'm hoping that, let's see, tomorrow I can maybe show you some a demo on using some of those new rulers. But just wanted to just give you a couple hints for your quilting. Let's see. We got lots of cool stuff going on at the shop. Remember, okay, to tell you guys, thank you for everybody that participated while we were away, that participated. I hope you got some good deals. You know, Mike did a lot with getting it set up for the Black Friday sales, the Cyber Monday sales, the Small Business Saturday sales. He kept changing things around. You know, he'd say, okay, this evening I got to do this, I got to do that. And he would keep it going. That and he even went in, when we got back yesterday, he was in the shop. If you ordered, you know, you got notices because he was in there getting everything shipped out. Now, today, he and Rita are up at the shop getting your kits shipped out for, let's see, what do we have? We've got our Kimberbell Cuties, okay, the table runner. We're doing the last table runner this in December. The Dealer Digital Exclusive. We're making the little houses that you can put up on your Christmas tree or use for a gift box. We're doing those. The table runner, the last table runner for the month. And then remember, we have 3 demo Decembers. That's the show up, watch the demo, you know, participate, and you'll get the poinsettia jar topper design after the last one. So you'll get that. Demo December will be December 6th, 13th, and 20th. All you have to do is go onto our website and choose Demo December and register. Let me see. We're working on our Navigator quilt, the snippets, the Bijou Wonder. Somebody asked me, oh goodness, now I just lost that thought, the other day. I guess I'll figure it out and remind you tomorrow. Thank you. We're very grateful for everyone who sent blocks or dropped blocks off at the shop. We're taking them down to the church, and they're going to be putting them together for the Lutheran World Relief quilts. We're going to be making those quilts. So we've got lots of you know, pieces and panels and stuff for that. And oh, I know, someone asked me, new Kimberbell events. While we were away, yes, I took an embroidery machine. Yes, I did some Kimberbell stuff. I was working on some of the little projects that's going on the new Easter tier tray. That event is going to be now January. I tell you that now because the kits will be sent out at the end of December so that you'll have them. It's going to be a 2-day event. It will be recorded. It's January 10th and 11th. Lots of fun, cute little pieces and things. Was busy working on that. Then there's the new one that's coming out, I think in April. And I've got pictures. I've got a picture on the little PowerPoint demonstration I did the other day. I do believe that we are going to be making the rope bowls in that event. Okay, you'll be embroidering on them. I have not gotten my instructor kit yet, but from what I can see, there's rope in there, and it sounds like we will be making the rope bowl as part of that event. So if you've ever wanted to make them and you're saying, can you teach a class on it? That's the event that you want to attend, because you're going to learn things at the event that you can, use in every other, other projects. It doesn't just have to be, oh, well, this is all we're making are these little teeny tiny things. Take what you learn, and we always try to come up with some other, fun tips and ideas. You can see my tree back there behind me. I took the nativity stuffies and used them for Christmas ornaments. So we have the nativity scene kind of hanging out all over the tree back there. Winter berries, the winter class or winter design from Hoop Sisters is hanging up back there on the wall. Of course, we've got the links on our website that will take you. We do have those designs at the shop, but that will take you to our affiliates. We're affiliated with OESD, with Hoop Sisters, with Kimberbell, with Dime. Any of those, you can go directly to our website, click on the links, and it'll take you to the projects on their sites as well. So guys, make it a great afternoon. Send me some questions. What would you like to see? Little short things that we can show and demo in, on our Facebook Live, and classes. So Stitcher's Garden, if you're interested in the whole series, in just one, in part of it, you started, you never finished. I'm trying to figure out how we can do that. And we are also going to have a little, I'm figuring this one out too. There is a picture, I think, on the website. Stitch party. We're going to start having a stitch party with OESD. Little projects that you can learn. There's 7 different projects. You're going to learn different, again, tips and tricks and hints along the way with these little projects. So everybody, make it a great rest of your month. I hope to see some of you I will see this afternoon. Some of you I'll see on live tomorrow. Oh, and if you are part of the Bijou Wonder, class will be tomorrow, the 29th, from 2 to 4, not the 30th. We bumped it up a day because we had people that were traveling and we're going to miss out on the class. So since it's a small class, we moved it. And the people traveling happens to be the instructor and her sister who's in the class. So make it a great afternoon, guys. I will catch up with you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So stay warm. And I just love it when the button doesn't work and it's not right there, so the things just keep right on rolling.